This is going to be like, this is going to be nip and tuck as to whether we survive or die. Food's looking not too bad at this point. I'm gonna allocate a woodcutter to start getting us firewood. At least that way, maybe we keep a bit warm. But we're now into early winter, and it's like -9. People are going to start getting very, very cold very, very quickly. And I'm guessing we're going to lose people, which is like seriously not good. How's our gatherer doing? Our gatherer is starting to bring in the food, which is good news, but the gatherer's got to go all the way over to the storage cart to deliver food, and that's really, really bad. We really need this thing built. Yep, reserve of food is low. Come on, guys. Build houses. Build barn. Okay, well, the third house is getting built now. So at least 3 of our families should survive. The 4th family should be feeling pretty darn nervous right at this moment. When's our house going to be built? Oh, come on, come on, come on. We really need this damn barn built, because that's kind of killing us at the moment. They're wasting a lot of time having to go back to the barn all the time, to the cart all the time. If we could get this thing, they're starting to clear it. We're up to 4 of 8 now. This barn is really the difference between life or death for our villagers, and I'm not sure that they realise that fact. Okay, we're now out of food, so they're living on what's in the houses now. Okay, 4th house, but they are hungry and they are cold because there was no food for them to take to the house and no firewood for them to take to the house. But we are producing firewood, so they will at least be warm, although they've already burned through that firewood. Come on. We really need this thing built. If they built this stupid thing, we'd be in really good shape right now. What I can do... I could... Somebody's died of starvation. But we've made it through the winter. And that is good news. I'm going to assign another gatherer now. And we no longer need a woodcutter. Almost. We need a little bit. Okay. So we've now got 2 of them going on. But we still need this cleared. Like, a lot. Come on, guys. If they would clear this area. Oh, man. Another starvation death. Now, this is now kind of touch and go, because we're down to 6 adults. Now, that's... you can recover from that, but it's not easy. We need this damn building built. Come on, guys. Okay, we've got enough wood. I'm going to get rid of the woodcutter. They really need to get on and build this building. If they will build this building, then everything's going to be good. If they don't, then then we're in nightmare situation. And I hope this isn't going to be a nightmare, I really do. Come on guys, build the storage barn! What is wrong with you? They're like doing anything other than building the storage barn, which... I kind of don't understand. You know, I'm almost tempted to like knock it down and rebuild it, because like, why isn't that building? Let's remove it. See, I'm not sure that isn't a little bit... I don't want to say the B word, but that doesn't seem quite right to me. But hey, I'm gonna remain optimistic. So I'm gonna try putting the storage barn. Well, no, but I want the storage barn on that side. I don't really want it on that side because it's encroaching on the space for all the forestry stuff. So I do actually want it over here. Come on guys, cut these trees down, will you? Let's try putting the barn in again. Ow. Ow. There's not really a lot I can kind of do about it. It's just a case of waiting for them to get around to cutting these trees down and building this building. We've got enough logs to build it, we've got enough stone to build it, and we've got a builder. What's our builder doing? Resources, which is great, but I'd much rather... Oh no, he completely ignores the building site and goes somewhere else. See, like, that kind of doesn't seem right to me, but hey, you know what, I'm going to crank this up to 10 just for a little while and see if they'll actually get around to doing this. Now, one of our children just became an adult, Elena. So we've got... now! Oh, here we go. Here we go. They finally got around to it. They've cleared it. And here they go, building it. Go on, my son. Come on. Get it built. I'm going to assign another builder. We really need this built. Come on. Where are our builders? Are they off having lunch? Was it the month to have lunch? Come on, guys. Come on. You can do it. As soon as this darn thing gets built, we can dismantle the cart, and like, life just becomes so much easier. And like, timing wise, we're getting close to running out of tools and clothes, so we need to get other things built, like the blacksmith and the tailor. Okay, let's slow this down a bit. Come on, just get it built. There we go. Right, now let's remove the cart and then Right, now we should be in fairly reasonable shape. Ah, Elena just became an adult and has just died of starvation. Okay, well let's crank up another gatherer. Hope that we get some food going in there. How are we doing? In fact, I'm going to crank up 4 gatherers. Okay, now they should produce like loads and loads and loads of food. We've got 1 builder, which we're not really too worried about. Woodcutter we need, because we haven't got tons of firewood at the moment. Okay, sorry about that, Elena. really seriously sorry about the starvation dying thing. I'd say you'd get over it, but to be honest, you won't. However, we are now in pretty good shape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unpause the Forester's Lodge, and yeah, things are actually now, surprisingly, even though we've lost a few people, things are actually good. We are at 8 adults and 3 children. We've survived our first winter. We're looking good for our second winter. We've got food coming in. We've got firewood. We've got nice warm houses that don't consume a lot of firewood, which is great news. So, wow, awesome. We can now move on to sort of phase 2 of the build. Okay, so having said that we have survived the worst, you know, which we have, you still have to pay pretty close attention to this, because this can go to hell in a handbasket, like really quickly. So let's have a little recap on where we are. We've got 1 builder assigned. We've got 4 gatherers who should be starting to churn out like a pretty large amount of food. How's our Forester's Lodge doing? That should be starting to crank up. Let's get them going, and I want to see the food start rolling in. We've got roots and mushrooms. Hopefully that's going to start to build up. That really should provide like here we go. We're starting to get going now. Now we are out of logs. Right, and that's going to be kind of the next thing that we need to address. So let's have our people cut down a few trees, I think, and we want it outside the circle. So let's take a few trees from up here. I think just a few. All we want really is to get the Forester's Lodge built. Now, we're getting low on tools and clothes, so we do need to get our blacksmith and our tailor up and running pretty quickly. Now, to get our tailor up and running, we're going to have to put in a hunting cabin. So why don't we put that in? And the hunting cabin is going to go in, spin it round and put it in. Now what's in the way there? Shouldn't be anything in the way. What's in the way? I can't see anything in the way. Is there a little hill there or something? What's in the way? If in doubt, let's cut this stuff down. rid of whatever's in the way there. No idea what could be in the way there. It does, looks like, does look like a bit of a little hill, doesn't it? That terrain there. Yeah, we may have to come like this side of it, which is a bit of a nuisance, but hey, there you go. It is what it is. Okay, let's, unless, yeah, it just looks like a mini little hill. How annoying. Okay, well, I'm going to pop the hunting cabin in there, and the fourth building that we're going to need is the herbalist. But I'm gonna hang off on the herbalist just for now. The one thing that we can't do is like overstretch ourselves, so we'll leave it as is for the moment. Now, one thing I am going to do, I'm going to put in an extra house, which I think I'm going to put in just there. It should be a home for the woodcutter, and that's just going to mean that we can start to expand our population just a little bit. Now, I want you to look up here. Look at the food. Look how much food is rolling in now. These gatherers, once they get going, they produce huge amounts of food. Things are looking pretty good. Okay, we've got our Forester's Lodge up and running. So I'm going to put, I'm going to take 2 gatherers off there, and I'm going to pop in 2 foresters, because I want them to start providing us with logs. They'll also clear the iron and stone. They'll replant so that it's all sustainable. And this is a key part of the firewood economy. Having a good sustainable supply of logs is like the most important part of the process. So we're going to be having a fair few of these nodes, these foresting nodes, which will be producing food, producing leather, producing all the wood that we need, and we'll be producing tons and tons of wood, and we'll convert that into firewood, and then we'll be using that to trade with. And I think you will see as we go along that it's a pretty effective strategy. Okay, I think we can afford to put 1 or 2 little roads in. Now, I'm going to pause this for a second. We need tools, we need clothes, and probably I think the most important thing right now is to get clothes. Is to get tools going. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to extend this road a little bit, and we're going to pop in a blacksmith. Let's spin him round. And we're going to put him next to the woodcutter, I think. Well, actually, will he fit on this side? Because if he'll fit, yeah, yes, fits pretty nicely in there. Okay, that'll do. That's awesome. Like that. Okay, so we can unpause that, get that going. So the blacksmith is going to start producing tools for us. Now, I don't want him producing like tons and tons of tools, to be honest. So we'll probably limit him to keeping us a supply of about, at this stage, probably as low as like 25 is more than enough. Because I don't want to use up our supply of iron unnecessarily until we actually get an iron mine going, so that the process is sustainable. And this is something that, like, whatever you're doing, it needs to be sustainable. So if you're you know, if you're just picking up all the stone and the iron and cutting down trees, that's not sustainable. So you know, you can do that for a while, but you're going to run out. What are you complaining about? Oh, good. He's reached the limit. So, because he's produced enough firewood, he's now going to go off and be a labourer, which is excellent. Okay. And we're starting to get a few logs coming in from the old forester. Let's see. Yeah, and he's bringing in stone and iron. Excellent. And I'm going to crank up our foresters. Yeah, 3, I think. We've got the 2 gatherers. Food is looking excellent. Firewood's great. We're starting to get our resources coming in. We've weathered the storm, guys. We have weathered the storm.